Subhash Chandra Agarwal, one of India's best-known RTI activists, R.K. Misra of the Navbharat Democratic Party, Madhuresh Kumar of the National Alliance of People's Movements, and Shailesh, Gandhi, RTI activist, on one side tonight, all very concerned about the way politicians have come together to kill the RTI, right? Shailesh Gandhi, you want to make your point to Sudhanshu, Trivedi, Ajay, Alok of the JDU, Sudhanshu, Trivedi of the BJP, Sudhindra, Bhadoria of the BSP, and Rahul Narwekar of the NCP, whose leader Praful Patel says that durupyog ho raha hai RTI ka. And I think he made another comment out there which you saw, in the course of that debate. What was that? He said any
Panwala, chai wala.
Ah, right. So he said any panwala or chai wala can also ask about who made a missile or anything about international affairs. Why do you object to this kind of language used
this is their arrogance.
by Praful Patel? Yeah.
If the panwala or chai wala become the prime minister, then he deserves respect. But the man on the street deserves no respect. These people should go back to a school for democracy. I'm also extremely shocked. I'm extremely shocked. Naresh Agarwal saying that Indian Parliament passed this act under US pressure. This is an insult to India. This is an insult to the Indian Parliament. And I'm shocked that all these other political parties did not say, we will proceed against you. You insult the Parliament. Not talking of misuse. What is misuse? Tomorrow, I will be questioned. I must give reasons why I speak. I can speak various things. There are laws which govern us, and you can stop things that are bad. Also, various reports that we have done, we've seen that the actual...
So why do you think, what is the idea here? Why does Praful Patel say this? Tell me one thing, why does Praful Patel say this, Rahul Narwekar?
He was exposed by RTI.
He said anyone can pay 10 rupees and some panwadi, right? Who I think the translation is betel leaf seller. Right? Some panwadi and some chai wala, tea vendor can ask about anything about what's happening in the government. Why was he talking like that, Rahul Narwekar? This kind of arrogance, this attitude that he reflected there is quite despicable. What do you think? Why did he say that? Let's ask the NCP.
Arnab, at the outset, let me tell you that the Nationalist Congress Party, or for that matter, I don't think any party in the UPA fold is opposed to the idea of having the Right to Information Act per se. I think it's a beautiful piece of legislation which has been introduced.
What does it mean that panwalas and chaiwalas ask questions? Mr.
Narwekar. Go on.
No. See, now if you want to disturb me while I'm talking, I don't want to talk at all. If you've asked a question to me, give me an opportunity to answer. No? Let's maintain some decorum. Let's not make this a shouting match as always.
But Rahul Narwekar, isn't it quite shameful that this kind of, this language use any panwadi or chaiwala? Would you care to explain in a very civilized and calm manner?
Yes.
Mr. Please explain. Please tell me, and my question to you is this: why should any panwadi or chaiwala not ask any question about anything under the Right to Information Act? Since that kind of a comment was made, you need to explain the comment, answer the question. Thank you.
Arnab, taking it further from where I stopped, I think RTI as a piece of legislation is absolutely necessary in any democratic setup, and everyone needs to applaud that. I don't think any member of parliament is opposed to the idea of having the RTI in place. However, along with every action has certain pros and certain cons. Now, the debate in the House was with regards to how can we improvise the RTI as it stands today. The Right to Information Act needs certain amendments which the various members of the House
No, it doesn't.
It is a known fact, my friend Mr. Shailesh Gandhi will agree with me.
What improvements do you
Mr. Narwekar, point out any harm that RTI has done to the nation.
First of all, Rahul, listen, this is a debate. Rahul, what happens is, if in the course of a debate, Rahul,
done time and again,
Rahul,
it is only an attempt
let him
avoid these kind of situations that the honorable members of the Rajya Sabha were debating this issue. And I think we need to appreciate that.
You see, this fact of the matter is that Rahul was unable to explain that particular comment. First of all, Rahul, listen, there are others on the panel, Listen, there are others on the panel, Rahul. Rahul.
Even an insolvent person can make an application under RTI.
Yeah.
Forget a panwari or a chaiwala. Even an insolvent bankrupt person can make an application. So let me go.
Yeah, and you are nobody to stop them. And you are nobody to stop them.
What Mr. Patel? What Mr.
RK Misra is opening the debate on the other side. RK Misra, please. Okay, Rahul Narwekar. RK Misra, please. RK.
Rahul.
RK Misra.
Motivated purposes.
1 minute. 1 minute. Rahul. Rahul, a bankrupt person, a chai wala. Listen, 1 minute. A bankrupt person, a chai wala. Rahul, listen. A bankrupt person, a chai wala, and panwadi are citizens of this country. They are not criminal.
But that's
they
exactly
are
what
not
I'm
the
telling you.
subjects of Mr. Praful Patel and politicians. They have the full right. Listen, please listen to me now. Please, you're not telling that. You're not telling that. You are simply not telling. You are still telling. Why a bankrupt person cannot give it? Why Chaiwala cannot give it? Why Panwadi cannot give it? People like Praful Patel and his type.
No, the problem is you people talk without even looking at the entire text or without even understanding what the member has said.
But nobody, they cannot question you.
The problem is you first watch the entire video, then you will come and debate.
I know it. I have seen it.
The full video.
Don't tell it.
You don't selectively see what has been shown by Times Now and
all
then
the
comment.
People,
why don't you look at the entire video?
All the people who have been exposed by RTI are the ones who have been trouble.
Out of the hat without looking at the whole episode.
Your chief minister.
Listen, okay, 1 second. RK, I request you, Rahul Narwekar, listen, Rahul Narwekar. Television is a transparent medium. If you talk in the way that
television is transparent, but your shows are never transparent.
Rahul, listen.
Reporting.
Okay, listen.
Why don't you show the entire proceedings of the Rajya Sabha?
Rahul Narwekar.
Before starting, Mr. Praful Patel also clearly said
don't point the finger.
He's not against the RTI, but he has certain issues with regards to misuse.
Just one.
And that's what he was pointing out.
Just 1 point.
So don't do selective reporting.
Okay, listen, Rahul Narwekar. Hey, Rahul, listen. Rahul, relax. Listen. Relax. 1 second. First of all, RK, 1 second. RK, listen.
That shows his mentality.
RK, listen. First of all, Rahul, relax. Second point to you is, I said TV is a transparent medium. So, talking like, people like you, Shailesh Gandhi is a well-informed man. RK Misra is a proud citizen of the country. He happens also to be quite educated. Talking, rubbishing people in this way. Suddenly Rahul loses the audio. Rubbishing people in this way, people like you, etc. I mean, what kind of comments are these? What do you mean people like you? First and foremost, the people raising a hue and cry about the RTI, the people who passed it in the first place as part of a UPA legislation in 2005, and they said it's a landmark piece of legislation, Ajay, Alok. Praful Patel says RTI will be misused. Let me ask you, Ajay, Alok, by that logic in India, do we not want to have laws against dowry? People have time and again said that laws against dowry will be misused, are being misused, but we have kept them because they serve the larger public good. So do we stop making dowry a crime because of one false dowry case? We have seen revelations in the recent past, right, Ajay, Alok, over how the CBI, the IB, the NIA have been misused for partisan gain, be it the Ishrat case or the NIA terror files. Should we then remove both these institutions? Isn't the abuse of power a more dangerous threat to the fabric of a society and the democracy of this nation than the RTI? I mean, to think today, Ajay, the greatest danger to India is RTI. Let's have a debate between Ajay, Alok and Madhuresh, please. How is the greatest danger to this country the misuse of RTI? I know why the Congress party will agree, because we exposed the Ishrat case through RTI. I wonder why the BJP is agreeing. Yes, please. Or what the NCP is afraid of. Ajay.
I or my party, we never opposed RTI. In fact, Bihar is the first state which introduced RTI. Along with the center, Bihar becomes the first state, let me tell you. But yes, this act was passed by the parliament, like we passed it in the Vidhan Sabha. And then it was well appreciated and well taken for. But if today, the member of the same parliament and the same member wants to strengthen the act, what is the harm? Let them strengthen
the act.
And what proposals they come up with.
What strengthening?
Let's have a discussion.
No, strengthen means what? No,
why?
Okay. You are changing in the. You are changing. You say I'm strengthening. Okay, Madhuresh.
What is the harm in strengthening that?
Political parties.
Madhuresh.
Center.
Why all the RTI activists are suddenly opening a front against the political party that they are opposed? They are killing the RTI. Who said we are killing the RTI? It is the political party which brought the RTI in the first place, and that's why you RTI activists,
Haryana government had just killed the RTI by
you RTI activists
want to strengthen this.
What level of arrogance is this?
What's your problem?
No, what's
Haryana government just
What is your problem if the party wants to strengthen it?
Only Madhuresh.
If you find some complaint in it, then let us know.
Okay.
If you find some problem in the strengthening of RTI, then please complain to the political party.
Every political party has a problem with RTI Act. I would only say that.
No, then why they have introduced it? Why they made it up in law?
Bharatiya Janata Party just made changes in the Haryana government. You made it a law, but you are not comfortable with it because we are constantly showing you the mirror.
We are showing you the misdeeds.
Others housing society is scams.
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Not like that.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, please, 1 minute. Sudhanshu Trivedi, my question.
And you didn't do it out of any generosity. I'm sorry to say, don't say that any political party did it out of a generosity. We fought for it. People's movements fought for it. There was a huge movement across the country.
Madhuresh.
And you under the pressure, UPA government brought the law. It's not that you did it out of a generosity.
Yeah, Madhuresh, I'll tell you.
There was no generosity. It's not a political benevolence. It's a right.
There is a sinister and dangerous attempt to end a landmark initiative, to dilute it, and to ensure that it cannot get accountability in government. There is a sinister attempt to end a landmark initiative to ensure transparency in government. There is an attempt being made right now to protect government secrets and keep the voters in the dark, the public in the dark, the common man in the dark. And viewers, if you're watching this tonight, an attempt is being made to close the doors of the government from you. I can understand, Sudhanshu Trivedi, why the Congress will support it. Because the Congress will say कि पिछले 10 सालों में जितना scam हमने किया, सब निकल जाएगा. But please tell me, why is the BJP supporting it? आप क्यों support कर रहे हैं इसको? आप हमारे दर्शकों को कहें, आप किस तरफ हैं आज? You wanted the RTI. You wanted to strengthen it. Today, you and the Congress and the NCP have all got together to try and change the RTI. You need to explain to the people of this country. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please.
Now, whatever the leaders of the Congress and its allies are saying today on the floor of the parliament, it is very well making it clear that the so-called most cherished achievement of their leader Rahul Gandhi, it is showing that his grand vision was far-sighted or lopsided, in their own words. As far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, we are fully committed for the transparency and for the right of people to get a clear-cut answer on any question.
Then why didn't you say? Sorry, Madhuresh, respond.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, you are not. Why did Haryana government just change the law? You please tell us. Please explain. Why did Haryana government just limit the words?
And the biggest misuse in the recent years has come from Dowry Act and the Domestic Violence Act. All were brought by Congress. So just the premise of misuse cannot be made a pretext to change or dilute the transparency.
तो आप रिजेक्ट क्यों नहीं करते? तो आप रिजेक्ट कर दीजिए. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, आप रिजेक्ट कर दीजिए. आप रिजेक्ट कर दीजिए. आप कह दीजिए कांग्रेस को नहीं होगा. Why did the Minister of State and the PMO say it's being considered?
सुधांशु जी, आप बताइए दर्शकों को. Please explain that why did Haryana government,
now why you are coming back? Why you yourself is criticizing on the floor of the House when you have used the phrase nowhere in the world? Now you are criticizing. We are saying that we are committed to transparency.
Sir, Mr. Sudhanshu, world has moved far ahead. What we need is
Shailesh Gandhi कह रहे हैं आपको. Shailesh Gandhi कहिए आप.
Mr. Sudhanshu,
Shailesh Gandhi कह रहे हैं आपको.
Mr. Sudhanshu, in normal democracies, people use a telephone and we use the RTI to get the same information. We are not given information which should actually belong in public domain. Section 4, which actually requires the government to display everything, is not being displayed. And इफ यू टॉक ऑफ चेंजिंग, इसकी छेड़खानी मत कीजिए। ये लोगों के लिए बहुत महत्व का है, ये लोकशाही के लिए बहुत महत्व का है। इसको छेड़खानी करके आप पहली बार जो कुछ लोगों का एम्पावरमेंट है उसको खत्म करेंगे। सुधांशु जी, ऐसा मत कीजिए, कृपा करके हम हाथ जोड़ के आपसे कहते हैं।
बिल्कुल, सुभाष चंद्र अग्रवाल भी सुधांशु त्रिवेदी को कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, एंड सुभाष चंद्र अग्रवाल इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिस्पेक्टेड RTI एक्टिविस्ट इन द कंट्री टुडे 1 मिनट। सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, आप सुभाष चंद्र अग्रवाल की बात सुनिए, एंड आई से दिस, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, अंडरस्टैंड दिस, दैट दिस इज अ डेंजरस अटेम्प्ट to break the foundations of our democracy, and the BJP unfortunately has become a part of it. This is an attempt to protect corrupt politicians, and people are saying misuse. What misuse? What misuse? Is it misuse because documents accessed by Times Now through RTI include file notings of the first affidavit of the Ishrat case that revealed P. Chidambaram's signature, even though he has gone on record to claim that the affidavit did not have its approval? What misuse? So many stories have been broken. Was RTI being misused, Sudhanshu Trivedi, when we exposed the scale of irregularities? Ajay, Alok, when we exposed, you say, talk about misuse. So tell me, when we exposed the scale of irregularities in the other scam, and how politicians had flouted rules to acquire flats in the name of Kargil war widows, was it misuse? Ajay, Alok, इसमें change क्या है? इसमें misuse करने की क्या जरूरत है?
Did I ever say?
No, then why are you talking of strengthening it?
Abuse, Mr. Goswami.
Why are you changing it?
Did I ever say? What I'm talking?
व्यापक घोटाला मध्य प्रदेश में नर्मदा बचाओ। देखिए, जिन पॉलिटिशियंस ने ये बात उठाई है कि
अच्छा, सुभाष चंद्र अग्रवाल है ना, सुभाष चंद्र अग्रवाल है ना,
I'm talking of strengthening it. And let me tell you now,
strengthen लोग करेंगे।
देखिए, जिन पॉलिटिशियंस ने ये बात उठाई है उन्होंने RTI एक्ट पढ़ा ही नहीं है। सेक्शन 4(1)(b) का अगर कंप्लायंस हो जाए तो 49% पिटीशन कम हो सकती है। और जो मिसाइल की बात करी तो सेक्शन 8(1) में 10 सब एग्जम्पशंस हैं।
What is this? I mean, come out straight. We are talking of strengthening it. You are in the government. You say we are going to.
Why are you lying on national TV like this?
In the House and the spokesperson.
You are completely lying, sir. This is, you are not telling the truth. These words have been used before by the UPA government also. 3 times UPA talked of strengthening, was the word used by that Prime Minister also, which was actually to dilute the act. Please don't do it. हाथ जोड़ के आपसे कह रहे हैं, आप मत स्ट्रेंथन कीजिए। RTI Act as it is quite satisfactory. Why are you talking of misuse? You are talking.
Watch it. Sudhanshu, watch it. Sudhindra Bhadoria, आप बताइए आज, आप बताइए। No, watch it. Let me ask all political parties. Let me ask Sudhindra Bhadoria. Let me ask Sudhindra Bhadoria at this stage, please, because an attempt is made to kill RTI. Sudhindra Bhadoria, you tell me, please. You tell me who misused RTI. Did we misuse RTI when we showed how funds meant for the welfare of Dalits were diverted for the Commonwealth Games? Did we misuse RTI when we exposed how Raja had a meeting with the 2G spectrum allocation in December 2007 and then the Solicitor General, and that led to the exposure of the 2G scam? I'm telling you today, Sudhindra Bhadoria, that politicians are scared that scams will erupt. I can understand Congress party being scared, but I don't know what the BJP is thinking here. No, you should start a movement not to kill the RTI.
No, I think
not to touch the RTI. Yes, please, Sudhindra Bhadoria.
The RTI and the Lokpal, I think the RTI and the Lokpal both were outcome of long drawn struggle and civil society and people's movement. So therefore nobody is saying that the RTI is wrong per se. RTI has been welcomed and it has been passed by the parliament. Insofar as certain defense matters are concerned, insofar as those issues
are there already,
pertain to the security of the country, there I can answer. No, that is what I'm coming to. No, that's what I'm coming to. So therefore on those, as far as corruption is concerned,
Subhash Agarwal,
insofar as political parties are concerned, they are subject to the election commission, to the judiciary of this country, and also to other institutions like the income tax and other departments. So there are enough
let me tell
institutions.
You.
I want to give some examples.
So where is the question of political parties coming?
I'll tell you. Watch. I'll tell you. The viewers before Subhash Agarwal. Actually, let Subhash Agarwal respond to you. Then I'll.
Yes, देखिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ, कुछ एग्जांपल्स बताता हूँ जिन्होंने ये क्वेश्चन उठाए हैं मिसयूज के, उनके मैं एग्जांपल्स दे रहा हूँ। एक ये था बेंगलोर की जो फ्लाइट थी
25 अप्रैल 2010 को बेंगलोर टू माले एंड माले टू बेंगलोर 28 अप्रैल 2010 इसको एक लार्जर एयरक्राफ्ट भेजा गया खाली, और वो छोटे एयरक्राफ्ट से रिप्लेस किया गया क्योंकि इसमें जो कंसर्न पर्सन थे उनके रिलेटिव्स को बेंगलोर से माले जाना था और उन्हें
कौन थे? नाम बताइए
सुभाष जी।
नाम तो वही है जो यूनियन फॉर्मर यूनियन मिनिस्टर जिन्होंने कि ये इसमें सारे के सारे ये,
अरे प्रफुल्ल पटेल बोलिए ना।
तो प्रफुल्ल पटेल की बात कर रहे हैं आप, तो प्रफुल्ल पटेल was himself exposed because of the RTI. No, Praful Patel was himself exposed because of the RTI. Praful Patel has no business standing in parliament and saying that any, what did he say, any any panwadi or chai wala we can
20 अप्रैल 2010 को एयर इंडिया की फ्लाइट IC7603 दिल्ली टू कोयम्बटूर अबॉर्ट की गई, जिससे कि IPL मैचेस के लिए चार्टर फ्लाइट का अरेंजमेंट किया जा सके। और एक और RTI थी जिसमें कि मिस्टर सुनील अरोड़ा ने कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी को लिखा था मई 2005 में कि फॉर्मर द देन यूनियन मिनिस्टर एंड हिज AD उन्होंने एयर इंडिया को डुबो दिया। इस तरीके की जितने भी RTI के एक्सपोजर्स हैं वो सामने के आए थे।
सुभाष अग्रवाल,
मैं आपको बताता हूं,
सुभाष अग्रवाल, I'm very happy that you are being very specific today and you're exposing these people. But the fact is, let's get RK Misra also back to the debate. RK Misra, Madhuresh, feel free to come in. Alok,
and we have एक एग्जांपल और देता हूं।
जी दीजिए।
3 अगस्त 2015 को राज्यसभा की बहस के दौरान एक मेंबर ने यह कहा कि इट वाज ए वेल प्लान कॉन्स्पिरेसी फॉर मिसयूज ऑफ RTI एक्ट टू एक्सपोज सब्सिडी इन पार्लियामेंट्री कैंटीन्स, और बाद में वो सब्सिडी खत्म की गई। तो ये मिसयूज था या यूज था?
I'll tell you सुभाष अग्रवाल,
BCI से डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड है, तो इसलिए उन्हें बुरा लगेगा।
सुभाष अग्रवाल, I'll tell you one thing. Politicians never like being exposed. Frankly, after a point of time, politicians become arrogant and they believe that we should not be asked any questions.
Given the team.
Now the problem is in today's day and age, the media will always ask them questions. The politicians then begin to think this is just an irritation in our lives. What if this little irritation went away? Life would be so nice. हाँ नहीं मैं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, आप सुन लीजिए मेरी बात। इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूं पॉलिटिशियंस ने पहले तो RTI का जो आइडिया था दे बॉट इनटू द आइडिया, फिर उन्होंने रियलाइज किया, देन दे रियलाइज दिस RTI इज अ बिग पेन फॉर अस, देयरफॉर दे हैव बीन ट्राइंग फॉर द लास्ट 10 years to kill the RTI. It's not today they want to completely strangulate and mutilate the RTI. But they have been trying since 2006. 2006 there was an attempt to keep the file notings out of the ambit of the RTI. In 2009, RK, in 2009 there was an attempt to amend the act so that vexatious and frivolous applications need not be answered. Decision on that is theirs. In 2011, Mr. Clean Manmohan Singh asked for a critical look at the RTI, saying there are concerns it could end up discouraging honest, well-meaning public servants. I think he meant A. Raja and Suresh Kalmadi. तो प्रॉब्लम तो ये था। आप आज बताइए सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, आप इस ट्रैप में क्यों फंस गए? जो राहुल नार्वेकर कह रहा है, I can understand because he's an ally of the Congress party. He has been an ally of the Congress party. They were in the UPA. But why are you part of the plot? Sudhanshu Trivedi, please tell me.
देखिए, Arnab, we are not at all at the part of the plot. The problem of misuse is what with the Congress. जब एक के बाद एक CAG, 2G, कोल से लेकर इशरत जहां केस समझौता एक्सप्रेस क्या क्या निकल रहा था, प्रॉब्लम तो वहां पे थी, वहां उनको यूज और मिसयूज नजर आ रहा था। मतलब आज मुझे लगता है कि राहुल गांधी जी को लगता होगा
बताइए थोड़ा व्यापम घोटाला आपके मुख्यमंत्री के दौरान हुआ है, शिवराज सिंह चौहान आपके मुख्यमंत्री हैं।
मगर मैं सुनिए, मेरी बात भी पूरी होने दीजिए। अरे भाई मुझे भी एक बात पूरी कर लेने दीजिए। मगर देयर आर सर्टेन मिसयूज ऑफ द एक्ट होते हैं। सुधींद्र भदौरिया जी बैठे हुए हैं, जब मायावती जी पहली बार पावर में आई। लेट मी कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस प्लीज, लेट मी कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस प्लीज, लेट मी कंप्लीट। इवन प्रीवियसली यू आर इंटरप्टिंग, लेट मी कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस। It is not fair, you are not allowing me to even complete 3 sentences. भाई मुझे पूरी बात तो कर लेने दीजिए, एग्जाम्पल देने दीजिए ना, तब आप जवाब दीजिएगा।
सुधांशु जी, आपके लिए दिक्कत की बहुत सारी बातें हैं। गुजरात में आनंदी पटेल,
मैं दिक्कत की बात नहीं कह रहा हूँ। सुधींद्र भदौरिया जी यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, मायावती जी 1995 में पावर में आई, उन्होंने कहा
रेड्डी बंधुओं का तो बताइए ना सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, रेड्डी बंधुओं ने 50,000 करोड़ रुपया लूट किया, आरटीआई अगर नहीं होती तो कैसे ये उनका पता चलता? अगर उनका लोकपाल का आंदोलन नहीं होता सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, आपने पूरा कर्नाटक लूट लिया, आपने येदुरप्पा और रेड्डी बंधुओं ने मिलकर पूरे खनन उद्योग को लूट लिया। क्या बात कर रहे हैं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी? आपने जितना घोटाला किया कर्नाटक के अंदर, आपका बेनकाब और कानून कोई रहे इस देश में?
कोई मेरे सवालों को डायरेक्टली जवाब में आप डायरेक्टली जवाब दीजिए, वन बाय वन। वन सेकंड मधुरेश वन सेकंड, मधुरेश एंड सुधींद्र भदौरिया 2 मिनट आप रुक जाइए। मैं वन बाय वन आई विल आस्क क्वेश्चन टू ऑल पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, प्लीज सुधींद्र 1 second, straight questions to everyone will have their turn. By the way, the hashtag is don't kill RTI. Viewers, if you believe politicians have a conspiracy to ensure that you don't have the rights, next time somebody violates your fundamental rights, next time you suspect there is an act of corruption, next time someone from your and your family is treated badly with the laws not being implemented in your favor when you have a right to fight for them. Viewers, there is a conspiracy by all political parties. They have come together right now to ensure that they will dilute the Right to Information Act. The people who made their political careers talking about the right to information are today willing to forsake the Right to Information Act for their own political advantage, and we are talking about it and we are exposing it here on Times Now. My question will be specific to all political parties. Now, Ajay, Alok, Nitish has been very pro RTI, right? But let me remind you, was it or was it not Sharad Yadav, and please answer my question specifically, who resisted the CIC ruling to bring political parties under the ambit of RTI and said that political parties are not shops?
We are still.
Am I right? So
Yeah.
Nitish Kumar wants
Political parties are answerable to Election Commission and the Income Tax
There
Department.
you are. There you are.
We are not an
Are you answerable to citizens of India?
No, they don't feel that.
Do you understand you are answerable to the citizens of India?
How do we distribute our tickets? We are not going to answer that how we are going to distribute tickets.
You will not answer.
Madhuresh should answer it. Madhuresh is taking Ajay.
What arrogance is this?
This is the base.
Madhuresh
cannot come under this gambit. We have our stand.
Madhuresh is responding. Madhuresh.
Have a debate with me on that.
From the government, they are under the RTI.
Yes, Madhuresh.
No, I'm just saying that the political parties get enough support from the government, the same applies to the PPP mod or whatever, that they need to be under the RTI.
No,
what is the problem? If you're not scared of anything, you should be
Madhuresh, RK Misra coming in.
Ajay, Alok, you understand, there is a huge corruption in parties. There is a huge corruption in parties. You guys take money, you do not
parties. I am not concerned about my own party. But we are not going to tell you that how we distribute tickets.
No, you need to tell us who's giving you the money. You need to tell us. You need to.
The political party is not an employment.
That is why you do not want to come under corruption.
The political party of this country is not.
Okay. Rahul Narwekar said earlier in the debate tonight. Rahul Narwekar said earlier in the debate tonight that there need to be certain safeguards. Now he said there need to be certain safeguards. Rahul Narwekar said there need to be certain safeguards. Now that's like saying what's RK, let me open the batting here.
We are very clear.
Rahul Narwekar said there need to be certain safeguards.
If you have anything against us, file an RTI.
Please relax. I mean, why are you feeling so hurt? You are a party that wants even corporates to come under the purview of the RTI.
I'm not feeling hurt.
Why is there a reluctance to come under the RTI yourself?
Who are they to advise us to come under RTI? When we have stated our position that political party, we do not believe that political party
and listen,
come under RTI.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I am not interested who you are giving tickets to and why, though that is a matter of public concern. Sometimes nowadays, especially with allies like the RJD, you should be concerned at the kind of people you are giving tickets to. That's your private matter. Neither am I interested what Nitish Kumar had for breakfast today. That's not my concern. But I'm certainly concerned where you get the money. I am only concerned if you have so much money to hire so many choppers. I want to know who's giving you the money. I need to know who's giving you the money. Like I need to know who's giving the BJP the money. The question is not that. Question is this. Safeguards.
Is there with the income tax? Please go and access it. Is there with the income tax? Go and access it.
Ajay, listen. Ajay, listen. Now the other argument Rahul Narwekar put was safeguards. That's like saying English language has alphabets like ABC. I mean, there are already built-in restrictions over the kind of information that can be divulged. So, Rahul Narwekar, I hope you can hear me now. Don't cry misuse. The Act clearly mentions there shall be no obligation to give any citizen information that will prejudicially affect the country with regard to security, strategic, scientific or economic affairs of the state, relations with foreign states, etc., etc. It's all listed out. I mean, the safeguards are already there. In fact, the Act clearly says you can't give information to any citizen which relates to public information, the disclosure of which has no relationship to any public activity or interest or will cause an invasion into the privacy of the individual. The fact is the safeguards are already there. You want an excuse, give another excuse.
There are 10 such exemptions. There are 10 such exemptions.
No. So what does Rahul Narwekar mean by saying that we need safeguards? What safeguards? The safeguards are already there. Durupyog to ho hi nahi sakta hai. Maybe you and Praful Patel don't know what is there in the RTI Act. I mean, have you read the RTI Act? Rahul Narwekar.
Can you give an example of misuse?
I don't think he's read the RTI Act, or he can't hear me right now. What? Have you read the RTI Act, Rahul Narwekar? No, I don't think he can hear me. Okay, if anyone has read the RTI Act, can you tell me? Ajay, Alok, you've read the RTI Act. Sudhindra, Bhadoria, you've read the RTI Act. आप बताइए Sudhanshu Trivedi, इसमें दुरुपयोग क्या हो सकता है? Restrictions सारे RTI Act में हैं.
Of course, I have read the RTI Act. Don't worry about that, Arnab. But there is always a scope of strengthening it.
I mean, बताता हूँ, सुनिए.
No, that's a strange argument.
As far as the political party is concerned, they're clear cut. There are two dimensions. One is the financial aspect of the political parties. Another is the political aspect. As far as the financial aspect is concerned, all details are to be provided. It is compulsory to provide it to Election Commission, and Election Commission is under RTI. So whosoever wants any information regarding the financial activities of any political party, they can get through Election Commission. But as far as the political aspect is concerned, if you put under RTI, तो मुझे लगता है अर्णव, हमें प्रॉब्लम कम होगी. दूसरी पार्टियों से पूछा जाएगा 20-20 साल से एक ही राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष क्यों है और एक अध्यक्ष के बाद
सुधिंद्र भदौरिया.
Then it will be very difficult. Political.
तो आपने सियासी वर्डिक्ट को हाईकोर्ट या सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चैलेंज क्यों नहीं किया?
क्यों देते हैं
भाई? अगर पूछा जाएगा कि आपके मंत्री हाउस में कुछ और बोलते हैं, त्रिवेदी पे कुछ और, अगर आपकी मीटिंग में जो डिस्कशन होता है उसको भी आप पब्लिक डिस्कोर्स बनाएंगे.
No, that is not covered under RTI Act. RTI Act provides only the information which exists on the record.
आज वीके सिंह ने क्या बोला?
पहले RTI Act पढ़िए
आप वही बात आज बोल रहे हैं अपने हाउस में अपने मंत्रियों के बारे में. तो ये सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी सिंड्रोम जो बीजेपी को लगाए ना, ये कहीं ना कहीं डैमेज कर देगा. आज संघ भी नाराज हो गया हुर्रियत को लेके. क्या वीके सिंह ने बोल दिया है, तो आपको ये सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी अप्रोच हो गया. डबल स्टैंडर्ड इन एवरीथिंग. कम ऑन, बी स्ट्रेट एंड बी सिंपल एंड एक्सेप्ट इट that RTI is good and we are in government, we will strengthen it. What's the harm?
We will not change it.
No, you can't change it.
अरे डबल स्टैंडर्ड तो क्लियर कट नजर आ रहा है यूपीए का. जो आज तक चैंपियन बनते थे हम ही RTI लाए हैं, और ऐसी लाए जो दुनिया में कहीं नहीं है. आज उनका हालात जो RTI ने वो देखी है कि जब कभी RTI को देखते होंगे है ना, वो उनको याद आती होगी अजय आलोक जी आपको RTI देख के हालात पे रोना आया, और जो बात निकली तो हर एक बात पे रोना आया. हालात तो यूपीए की है. Talking about the double standard of BJP, we are clear cut committed for transparency and transparency.
He says he's committed. He says he's committed. He says he's committed. He says he's committed. So
अगर हमारा ये कहना है, सुनिए अर्नव, एक बात और सुनिए, मगर कोई भी एक्ट का यूज मिसयूज ना हो, ये बेसिकली उन लोगों पे डिपेंड करता है.
He says he's committed, so let him then
So
say.
if they want to remain with sanctity and integrity in long run, it should also be incumbent on the part of the users also.
Trivedi ji should say that.
Where is your integrity? You are left with no integrity. You are just left with double standard and double speak.
Okay. Since he says he is committed, I am requesting RK Misra and Sudhanshu Trivedi on the debate last. Since he says he is committed, since Sudhanshu Trivedi says he is committed, RK Misra, should Sudhanshu Trivedi say on Newshour tonight that the RTI Act will not be touched? Viewers, I put this question to you. आज सुधांशु त्रिवेदी न्यूज़ार में कह रहे हैं कि हम कमिटेड है, राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन एक्ट को लेकर हम कंप्लीटली 100% 100% कमिटेड हैं. तो मुझे लगता है कि इस परिस्थिति में सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी को न्यूज़ार कार्यक्रम में सीधी तरह से विदाउट डाइल्यूशन, ना इधर उधर की बात करते हुए सीधी कमिटमेंट देनी चाहिए आज आरके मिश्रा जी कि जो गलती पार्लियामेंट में हो गई, जिस तरह का लैंग्वेज यूज किया गया, मगर हम कमिटमेंट देते हैं कि हम आरटीआई को नहीं बदलेंगे. आज कमिटमेंट दिया जाए. फिर आज आरके मिश्रा, आपको क्या लगता है कि आज सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी को कमिटमेंट दे देना चाहिए कि हम वो नहीं करेंगे जो दूसरे पार्टीज कर रहे थे?
Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, you said you are party with a difference. You said you are party with a difference, and don't be with the other parties who have been thrown out of the power because they were the parties are like other parties. You should not say that. Otherwise, please understand, people do not give you a carte blanche. You should say that, and you should not dilute your position on RTI. Should not dilute RTI. That is pro-people legislation. Should not change it.
कोई कमिटमेंट नहीं आ रही है आज.
नहीं कहेंगे.
नहीं दे रहे. सुनिए ना.
And clarity and the knowledge of the people. मगर आप ये भी एक, मैंने बिल्कुल क्लियर कहा, we are committed for transparency.
तो कमिटेड फॉर ट्रांसपेरेंसी से नहीं चलेगा सुधांशु त्रिवेदी.
And as far as the any act is concerned, Arnab, forget about the act. Even the constitution has so many amendments.
Did you change
so
the
you
law?
are saying,
why did you try to curtail the powers of the RTI Act in Haryana? Haryana is ruled by you guys.
जवाब दीजिए सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, जवाब दीजिए आज.
Why have you reduced
it is not the issue of curtailing the power. It is the matter of properly using and interpreting it.
नहीं तो क्या किया है?
If you want to say like this, then why 100 amendments have been made in the constitution? The constitution to be perfect and for all eternal. Nothing is eternal in this world.
That's what every political party is saying.
Then the RTI can be brought when the need is required. When the anti-defection law was brought in 1986, then the anti-defection law was further changed in 2003. So how you can say it should be never changed for all times to come? This is also a prejudice.
Well, because I'll tell you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, I'm telling you this, Sudhanshu Trivedi, I completely disagree with you. You need to understand, Sudhanshu Trivedi, this is a sinister attempt to create a class system. This is a sinister attempt to create a class system in a society. This is a sinister. This Sudhanshu Trivedi, लोग इसको माफ नहीं करेंगे, Sudhanshu Trivedi, क्योंकि this is a sinister attempt to deprive an Indian citizen of his fundamental right to ask questions. This is an attempt to subvert democracy. This is a system to create a class system in society where the governed are deprived of any right to demand answers from those who govern. ये class system मत कीजिए. RTI को तोड़िए मत. RTI को dilute मत कीजिए. Commitment दीजिए आज.
जो RTI लाए और RTI के शिकार हो गए.
जी.
अपने ही जाल में शिकारी फंस गए, उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम है, हमारे लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
पता नहीं कौन शिकारी और कौन ये हो गया.
आप सपोर्ट करिए.
मगर
आप सपोर्ट करिए ना फिर.
मगर I would ask you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, consider what you're doing. The ball is very much in your court. I thank you all for your participation.
हम बिल्कुल क्लियर कह रहे हैं, we are committed for transparency.
Not transparency. Yes, Rahul Narwekar. Last point, Rahul Narwekar finally back in the debate. Yes, Rahul.
The last word.
Yeah.
While we were debating the RTI and its present form, let me also tell you, like the RTI, the public interest litigation, which is a right conferred upon every citizen by the Constitution of India, has also been subjected to the courts have very often termed certain litigation to be vexatious and put fines and penalties on such litigation.
No, nobody says it can't be. But you are saying public interest litigation must stop. You are saying right to information must stop. Tomorrow you are going to say freedom of expression must stop. This is an extremely dangerous position all of you are taking. I don't think you understand what democracy is.
What nonsense are you talking?
And people will show you. If you do this to our democracy, if you do this with our fundamental rights,
don't argue for the sake of arguing. My point to you is very simple. If the court,
what is your can you show me any misuse, Mr. Narwekar? Tell me any major misuse of RTI.
Then what's wrong?
Tell me something that has hurt the nation.
Mechanism to control RTI for the benefit of the nation.
No, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a double game.
Okay, the debate will continue today. Today the politicians say we want to change the RTI for the benefit of the nation. Viewers,
we understand this.
Viewers, it's not RTI which is being misused. Viewers, it is not RTI which is being misused. Viewers, it is power which is being misused. And as a controlling influence on the misuse of power, the right to information has to be strengthened, but not by politicians. It is your participation which will strengthen it. Don't kill RTI as our hashtag, and it's the start of a campaign. I thank you all for joining me on this debate on the Newshour tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen.